My friends, life does not reward those who move only when they feel inspired. Life rewards those who learn to move, even when they feel nothing at all. Too many people are waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect day, the perfect time, the perfect feeling to act. But consistency is not born from emotions. It is born from discipline, and discipline is the ability to command your body, your mind, your actions to obey your vision, regardless of how you feel in the moment. If you wake up and only act when you are excited, you will live an inconsistent life. If you work hard only when the mood is right, you will live an average life. But if you discipline yourself to show up every single day, if you train yourself to do what must be done, whether you feel like it or not, you will live a victorious life. The difference between success and failure is not talent. It is not opportunity. It is not luck. The difference is consistency, and consistency can only be forced into existence by discipline. Think of the farmer. He does not wake up every morning because he feels inspired to plow the field. He wakes up because he knows the harvest depends on his faithfulness. He disciplines himself to rise before the sun, to sweat, to labor, and to do it again tomorrow. In the same way, you must become a farmer of your own destiny. Your dreams are the seeds, your habits are the soil, and consistency is the rain. Without the rain, the seeds remain buried. Without your consistency, your dreams will remain unrealized. But listen closely, discipline alone is not enough. You must tie your discipline to vision. A man without vision will not endure. A woman without vision will grow weary and give up. Vision is the fire that keeps you walking when the road is long. It is the light that keeps you focused when distractions surround you. When your vision is clear, consistency is no longer a burden. It becomes your daily offering to the future you are building. Do not underestimate the power of vision. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Let it live inside of you until it burns so strongly that even your tiredness cannot put it out. When the alarm clock rings, vision will pull you out of bed. When the excuses whisper, vision will silence them. When the pain of discipline presses on you, vision will remind you of the reward ahead. So how do you force yourself to be consistent? You refuse to be a slave to feelings, and you make discipline your master. You anchor your discipline in vision, and let vision carry you through the storms. Do not wait for perfect moments, create consistent actions. Do not wait for the fire of inspiration, build the fire of discipline. Day by day, step by step, act upon your vision, and consistency will transform your life. The truth is simple. Greatness is not built in a single day. It is built in the hidden, quiet daily grind. And those who learn to force themselves into consistency will one day stand before their harvest, rejoicing that they did not quit, they did not delay, they did not surrender. Now I ask you, will you choose the easy road of feelings or the narrow road of discipline? Will you allow vision to rule your actions, or will you remain a prisoner of excuses? The choice is yours. But remember, your future is not waiting for your emotions. It is waiting for your consistency. My friends, hear me carefully. Consistency is not a gift that falls from the sky. Consistency is not a sudden burst of energy that comes to visit you when you feel inspired. No, consistency is forged in the furnace of discipline. Too many people live their lives driven by emotion. They wake up and say, "I don't feel like working today," and so they roll over and stay in bed. They say, "I don't feel like exercising, I don't feel like studying, I don't feel like pursuing my dream." And because they wait for feelings, their dreams remain dreams. Their lives remain stuck in the same place year after year. Listen to me. Feelings are unreliable. They are like the wind, shifting with every change of circumstance. If you build your life on emotion, you will be blown away by every storm. But if you build your life on discipline, you will stand firm like a house built on rock. Discipline means you do what must be done, whether you feel like it or not. Discipline means you stop negotiating with your emotions. You command yourself, "This is what I must do, and I will do it." That is the foundation of consistency. Consider the athlete who wakes up before dawn. He laces his shoes and runs, not because he feels like running every morning, but because he has disciplined his body to obey his vision. Think of the student who studies late into the night. She does not always feel motivated, but she disciplines her mind to focus because she knows that exams are coming. Greatness has never been born out of comfort or convenience. It has always been born out of consistency, and consistency is sustained only by discipline. Now I want you to think about your own life. How many times have you started something with excitement, but quit when the feelings disappeared? How many times have you said, "This year I will change," but gave up after a week because you no longer felt motivated? Do you see? If you depend on emotion, you will always be a slave to inconsistency. You will rise one day and fall the next. You will live in cycles of starting strong but never finishing. But discipline breaks the cycle. Discipline says, I will show up no matter how I feel. I will move forward, no matter what my emotions whisper. Consistency is like a muscle, and discipline is the training ground. At first it feels heavy. At first it feels uncomfortable. But the more you practice, the stronger you become. And soon what once felt impossible becomes natural. The person who could not wake up early finds themselves rising with energy. The person who struggled to stay focused finds themselves working with clarity. The person who used to quit now endures. That is the power of discipline. It transforms inconsistency into strength. And let me tell you this, every successful person you admire did not get there because they felt motivated every day. No, they built a system, they built habits, they built discipline. They understood that emotions are visitors, but discipline is a decision. They trained themselves to act beyond feelings. And because they acted daily, consistently, faithfully, success eventually bowed before them. So today, I challenge you. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop telling yourself, I'll begin when I feel ready. That day will never come. Start now with what you have and discipline yourself to move every single day. Small actions repeated with discipline will create massive results. That is how you force yourself to be consistent, by breaking free from the chains of emotions and choosing the power of discipline. My friends, discipline is hard, yes, but inconsistency is harder. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Choose discipline, build consistency, and watch how your life transforms. My friends, hear this truth. No one can remain consistent without vision. Discipline may get you started, but it is vision that keeps you walking through the storms. Discipline tells you, do it. But vision whispers, this is why you must do it. Without vision, discipline becomes dry, mechanical, and eventually unbearable. But when your discipline is fueled by vision, it becomes joyful, powerful, and unstoppable. What is vision? Vision is the picture of your future that burns in your heart. Vision is the destination that makes today's struggles worth enduring. Vision is the fire inside of you that cannot be put out, no matter how much the world tries to discourage you. And when you anchor yourself in that vision, you will not be easily shaken by setbacks, distractions, or fatigue. Think of a runner in a marathon. His legs grow tired, his lungs burn, and the temptation to quit screams louder with every step. But what keeps him moving? It is the vision of the finish line. He sees it in his mind before his eyes can behold it. That vision fuels his body. It pushes his spirit. It carries him when strength alone is not enough. The same is true for your life. If you cannot see where you are going, you will not endure the race. But if your vision is clear, consistency becomes your natural response. Too many people try to be consistent without having a clear vision. They wake up every day repeating routines, but with no sense of purpose, they quickly grow weary. That is why so many resolutions fail, why so many dreams remain unfinished. Discipline without vision is like rowing a boat without direction. You will get tired, and eventually you will stop. But discipline anchored in vision is like sailing with the wind at your back. You may still sweat, but you move with momentum. Let me give you an example. Imagine a young student studying late at night. If she studies simply because she has to, she will soon complain, grow discouraged, and give up. But if she studies with the vision of becoming a doctor, a teacher, or a leader, her mind will rise above the weariness. She knows why she sacrifices sleep. She knows why she pushes herself. Her vision makes her consistent. This principle is true in every area of life. The entrepreneur who keeps building after failure, vision sustains him. The athlete who trains after defeat, vision drives him. The parent who sacrifices daily for their children, vision strengthens them. Consistency is not about willpower alone. It is about seeing the future so clearly that you are willing to pay the price today. And here is the secret. Vision must be kept alive. If you do not guard it, the noise of life will drown it out. Write down your vision. Speak it out loud. Remind yourself every morning why you are doing what you do. Put reminders before your eyes so when fatigue comes, your vision speaks louder than your excuses. When temptation comes, your vision is stronger than your desires. When failure strikes, your vision declares, "This is not the end, keep going." Do not underestimate the power of a clear vision. It gives meaning to your pain. It gives purpose to your sacrifice. It transforms ordinary days into stepping stones of greatness. Without vision, consistency dies. But with vision, consistency thrives, because your heart and mind are tied to something bigger than the struggle. So I ask you today, what is your vision? What picture of the future compels you to rise each morning? What destiny is calling you forward? Anchor yourself in it. Let it become your compass, your motivation, your fire. And when your discipline feels heavy, let your vision lift you higher. My friends, never forget this. Discipline keeps you steady, but vision keeps you alive. Together they produce consistency, and consistency builds greatness. Anchor your discipline and vision, and nothing, not fatigue, not failure, not fear, will be able to stop you.